Hey there, beer tubers. Welcome back to Maxwell Star's Beer Reviews. Back at you with another long-awaited Beermail unboxing video. I have to apologize to both parties involved in this Beermail video because I've been way too long getting to the unboxing video of this. I've just been too busy between hectic at work and my family being sick, and it's been let's just say that it's been a long winter. Anyway, spring's right here around the corner, and I got some beer here. There's two Beermails. One was sent to me by BeerGuy Reviews up in Ottawa, and this one is a long-awaited Beermail, very special Beermail sent to me by Average Joe. Thank you, Joe, for this, and I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna save that video to the last, just because there's a lot in that box, and it's all pretty amazing stuff. Not that the stuff that that BeerGuy sent me is any less amazing, because you know, I'm very much thankful. Don't really want to sound condescending here. I'm not drinking a beer tonight. Well, ale, I guess, but this is something that we get down here in New Brunswick. It's called Sussex Golden Ginger Ale. It's kind of like a sweeter, richer ginger taste of a standard ginger ale. It's actually quite good. It's not as good as it used to be. Anyway, getting to the first Beermail unboxing video. Make sure I set this down so I don't knock the bottle over. Set it up so I can let's get some table space to work with here. So the first thing, might as well look at some of the swag he sent me in the box, and I've opened it and looked at it, but he sent me this thing that said "Open Me," and it looks like it's in the package for Bo's All Natural Brewing Company boxing, like one of the things that you carry the bottles in. And inside, yes, I've opened it, he sent me second. This is pretty awesome. He sent me some Bo's stickers, so I'm gonna have to find a place to put that up somewhere. It's pretty cool. Thank you, Guy. La. Yeah. Me and Guy are a bit alike. We're both computer geeks. So, looking at the stuff he sent me, the first one he sent me, in no particular order, is Deux de Ciel's Rescousse Alt Beer with a bear on the front. German style red ale, 5.3% ABV. Cool. I know that a couple of these Heistelmeity's already had, so chances are there's a few here that I'll probably be doing by myself. I've been keeping these in the fridge this whole time, by the way, just so you know. They haven't gone bad or anything. Deux de Ciel's Sauce de Sévère, 10.2% ABV, extra strong beer. Oh, I feel a sneeze coming on. Sick. Oh, sorry about that. Alright. I'm not sick with a cold or anything, I've just got a sneeze all of a sudden. Alright, so the next one is another product from Deux de Ciel. It's Rosé Hibiscus. A spiced strong beer with hibiscus. Now, I think I've had hibiscus in something before. I know I've had a hibiscus flavored pop, like soda pop, but 5.9% ABV, but I'm pretty sure I had a beer with hibiscus in it. I think it might have been something that Rhino sent me once. Huh. Can't remember. Another Deux de Ciel product, and I think Heistelmeity's already had this, so I'll probably be reviewing it by myself, is Blanche de Paradis, which is a wheat beer brut with spices, 5.5% ABV, so that one actually sounds quite exciting. And the last and not least of stuff that BeerGuy sent me, and people who are curling fans are going to love this. I know Sith is going to adore this, because he's actually a curler himself. This is a product from Bo's All Natural Brewing's Burnt Rock Vanilla Porter. So this is awesome in all directions. All of us like malty beers. I'm not sure about Fuzz, but Fuzz loves vanilla. He loves anything with vanilla. That's why he's such a big rummy. And I know that Sith loves porters and curling, so it's a match made in heaven. Thank you, Guy, for sending that one. I think I requested this one a while ago, and he was nice enough to actually send me. It's from the Pro-Am series, number 5. Big long right up here. We'll have to find more in the review. So that's awesome. Thank you, Guy. Thanks for sending me those. let's get to the stuff from Average Joe here. And Joe, I know you've been disappointed with me for the last little while, not getting to this one anytime sooner. I apologize greatly. Hopefully you're not too mad at me. I've just been a little tied up over the last month. But as you can see right now, I'm getting to the Beermail video finally. And he writes with a letter here. Good sir, included are the beers we discussed, along with a few extra treats, so to speak. Here is a little bit about the beers. So, probably saw on the camera what the first one is, and I'm going to take that one out. Where is it? Fall over or something? Yes. Beer number 1 is one that I've actually been excited to try for a long time. Kudos to Flying Dog Brewery and references to Hunter S. Thompson. This is Flying Dog's Raging Bitch Belgian Style India Pale Ale. I have been wanting to try this beer for a very long time. I'm not as huge a fan of Hunter S. Thompson as like Al Harlock is, but I do like his references. He's a funny, ballsy guy. Rest in peace, man. Anyway, I'm not like a drug user though, so I can't say I love him too much. I don't think Lee is either, but let me drink here. Anyway, so moving right along. May as well show you some of the swag that Joe tossed in the box. He sent me a couple of coasters, which are pretty cool. He sent me a coaster from the Brooklyn Brewery, which is really cool. I've had a couple of their products. Some at the Fredericton Craft Beer Fest, some at one. They had one on tap, the East India Pale Ale. Yeah, they had that on tap over at St. John Ale House. Another one is Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, which is an absolutely delicious beer. Flip side says Celebration Ale, which I don't think I had. And of course the classic Sam Adams Boston Lager. The other side is Sam Adams Alpine Spring, which I actually, up here in Canada it's called Spring Lager for some reason. I don't know, they couldn't get the name. Probably because there's another major beer brand here called Alpine. Probably the confusion. And actually, Sam Adams is distributed by Moosehead in Canada, and they make Alpine, so that's probably why. But Alpine Spring's pretty good. It's a Keller beer, and I've reviewed it, and I sent a bottle to both Don Rig 13 and the Albino Rhino, so yeah, they were both grateful for me sending that. So thank you very much for the coasters. I'm starting to build up a small collection, and I'll show you some of the ones that I got from Fredericton Craft Brew Fest after we're done here. So the second beer on this list is another beer that I've heard a lot about, and I'm friggin' stoked to try. Thank you, Joe. Let's see here, what is it? Very first product I get to try. Actually, there's a couple in the box from these guys, but very first product I get to try from Founders. Of all people, this Founders Backwoods Bastard. Aged in oak bourbon barrels. Hoo-wee. Doesn't say anything about the ABV. Oh, there it is, 10.2. Awesome. Next one on the list is another beer from Founders. Is the Founders Imperial Stout. 10.5% ABV. I think this guy's trying to get me drunk or something. And he said something about that, like, I think the Imperial Stout or one of them is a seasonal special, so it's only available that time of year. And he got lucky and he got one of the best ones that they do have available. Though one of the I think they didn't have available was the Canadian or the Kentucky Breakfast Stout or something. Speaking of which, the next one on the list is Founders Breakfast Stout, which is another one with a kid on the bottle. I wouldn't recommend children drink this stuff, but 8.3% ABV, double chocolate coffee oatmeal stout. That has awesome written. This awesome is slathered all over this thing. Man, I can see that Sith would really love to try that one. He loves coffee and stouts and chocolate, so it's really a match made in heaven. Alright, so the next one here is another one that, this is actually, I think, the beer that really started this whole thing with Joe wanting to send me a beer mail. And Joe, as soon as I can, I will be switching out those Picaroons beers and for fresher ones and getting that one ready to send you. I'm supposed to be getting some help from Heist Almighty for affording to actually ship the package, but it should be out hopefully this month. The next one here, though, is 2012 bottling of Goose Island Bourbon County brand stout. A stout aged in bourbon barrels. 15% motherfucking alcohol by volume. 12 fluid ounces. Goose Island, Chicago, Illinois. That is crazy. That's one heck of a beer. And the label's peeling off of it too. So the next three on the list are epic. And you think that by me showing you some Founders beers here, and even a Flying Dog, or Bourbon County, that the epic would stop there and just peter out from here, and that I wouldn't be saving the best for last, but it turns out that I am. I'm saving some beers here that I'm really stoked to try, and very, very thankful for him for Joe sending me. Because there's one here that's I've been wanting to try for a long time. There's one here that Heist Almighty has been wanting to try for a long time. And there's one that I never thought I would ever get my hands on here. Just gonna stop the camera for a sec. Alright, so what could possibly be left in the box? Next one is a beer, Heist Almighty. Let's just put it in this perspective. Heist Almighty, he started his keeping track of the beers that he tried on Rate Beer. And through, God knows, 5-6 years of posting on Rate Beer, I don't know how long it's been exactly, he's just sort of gradually worked himself up into trying almost all, I think, 74 variations of beer, and there's only a couple left of the beers that he has in his possession. I think he's he'll have tried something like 72 of the 74 different styles. And two of them that have always eluded him is the unblended lambic, which I think Urban Viking was supposed to send us one a couple of years ago. Or not a couple of years ago, but a year ago. When that's going to happen, I don't know. Hint, hint. Love you, Dave. Love you, Dave. The other type is one that's not very common, but can be we can get on this side of the ocean. And thank you, Joe, for sending this one. Heist Almighty is in your debt. Lindemann's Faro, which is kind of like a Flanders Red, I think. It's kind of like it is a sour beer technically, I believe. I've never had well, obviously I've never had a Faro before. It's something that Heist Almighty hasn't had. It's something I haven't had. So it says Faro is a lambic made from barley, unmalted wheat, and wild yeast, spontaneously fermented. This lambic has a Belgian candy sugar added to it to produce the traditional classic Flemish beer found at cafes and bars in Brussels. Sweet. Yeah, so that's one that's going to be really awesome, and I think if it's anything like the Grand Cuvée that I had from Lindemann's, it's probably going to attack me with this cork, so that should be kind of interesting. Speaking of cork bottles, this is another one. I'm grateful for him to send, and this one I think cost him the most of them all, because I don't know what the last one's cost, and I'm extremely thankful for him to send me this one. This is one that actually Sith talks about, because he got the chance to try it when he was down in California, and he didn't try this version, but he tried the standard version of it, and he said it was the best beer that he'd ever had. Well, up until he had West Flutter in 12, but this one is one that I've been wanting to try, because one of my favorite beers from these parts is by the same company, but we don't get any other of their products. And I love this style of beer. They're a good brewery. I've been wanting to try this for a long time, especially when I found out there's an oak-aged version of it. La Trapp's Quadruple Oak-Aged Trappist Ale. And this is actually, Heist Almighty pointed something out. This is from Batch 8, which is supposedly one of the best ones of the group. I think there's like third from the top or something. So that's pretty cool. The next one, the last, but certainly not least. Joe, thank you very much, and I'm very thankful that you sent me this one. I've been thankful for everything you sent me in here, but you really, really spoiled me with this last beer. I never thought I'd ever get to see it, and I just sort of willy-nilly added it as one of my dream beers. And for some reason in my life, if I tell people that I have beers I dream of trying, they send them to me, or I find a way to get them somehow, and I don't know exactly how it happens. But this is one that I actually saw a review on YouTube of. done by the great late Michael Jackson, the beer reviewer, the very, very, very good beer journalist. One of the basically the grandfather of the profession that we as beer tubers ham-fist. And he said it was one of his favorite Belgian beers. So, you know, if he says the man who basically showed Belgian beers to the world said that something is good from Belgium, then this is bound to be delicious. And so, thank you very much, Joe, for sending me this. Rodenbach's Grand Cru. Comes at a whopping, well, it's only 6% ABV. And I think it's a red. Flemish red brown ale. Another style I haven't had yet. But I mean, if it comes with such high praise that Michael Jackson shows it to everybody, or that said Michael Jackson recommends it, then it's gotta be darn good. So thank you very much, Joe. I says sorry about all the Founders beers. Don't worry about it. But they'll make great stuff, and I'm very sure you'll enjoy them. If we do another future Beermail trade, I'll try to mix it up a bit more. Dude, send as many Founders as you want. I really don't care, because I mean, I get stuff from the U.S. all the time, especially with Heisel Mighty going down there on yearly trips, so it's not like, I mean, there's stuff that you get down in your area that I can't get here, obviously. I mean, look. But it's great. And also thanks for sending me the February 25th news from Buffalo. I have to check it the classifieds or something. What is it? Alright, it was the article about the Oscars. And after decades, judge is undaunted on Love Canal. That sounds wrong. Okay. Ditch that box. And well, I've still got you here. Let me see if I can grab something. This is my first real private video since I got back from the Fredericton Craft Beer Fest. So just take a look. This is my my sample glass. This is all they gave us for samples. I've also got my lanyard too here somewhere. I don't know where I put it. But yeah, it's stamped 2013. It's plastic. It's just a chintzy cheap cup. But it got the job done. And it was great for sampling beers. It was a very great show, by the way. And I did pick up some swag that I can dump into future beer mails. So let's might as well show those off. I grabbed a whole bunch of coasters from various brewers that were lying around. Especially, I really like the coasters from Innocent Gun. Barrel aged on oak. Oak aged like no other beer. Well, someone's probably going to beg to differ, but made from Edinburgh, Scotland. Which is pretty cool. I got a whole, like, 5 of those, I think. I'll definitely be tossing those in an outgoing beer mail at some point. One of them is 3. The Hop City's Barking Squirrel Lager. It's technically a Moosehead product, but it's made by Hop City, their private craft brew wing from Ontario. It's Moosehead that owns them, though. And I couldn't grab very many of these, so I probably won't be sending them out. This coaster is specifically from the Fredericton Craft Beer Festival. They're not dated or anything, so chances are if I go next year I'll probably get some more. Some lovely coasters from Erdinger, the makers of the nice wit beer. And from Stiegel. And I got to try the Stiegel Radler while I was up there. I don't know if I got a chance to review it though. It was very good though. I hope to get it here soon. And some nice coasters from Stiegel, and as well as I got a couple of coasters from Coca-Cola, just because I like Coke. When I'm not drinking beer and it's the morning, or not within like 5 hours of bedtime, I'll be drinking Coke. Maybe that's why I'm fat or something, I don't know. Anyway, got a coaster. Alright, so, thank you guys, thank you Beer Geese, thank you Average Joe. Sorry it took so long to post this video. Thank you very much for everything, and I'm really gonna have to get down to sending you guys some stuff back very soon here, just when time and finances permit. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for watching Beer Tubers. Thanks for everyone for watching Maxwell Star's Beer Reviews, and I will talk to you folks later. Cheers.